All right, let's get to the movers on the TSX a little more in depth with Bloomberg Equities reporter Stephanie Hughes. She joins us now. Stephanie, talk about MDA Space first, if you don't mind, because it hit an all-time high today. What happened there?
That's right, Morella. So MDA Space shares gained by over 5%, or 5% at its highest point. Like you mentioned, that boost helped it reach an all-time high. And it did start the day being one of the top performers on the TSX before it dropped below that. And this is because the Canadian government is extending a contract with the satellite systems developer in partnership with Fisheries and Oceans Canada for MDA Space to provide maritime satellite surveillance data and analytics services to detect dark vessels. So this amended agreement was initially drafted in 2023, and the updated version aligns with the G7 foreign ministers' declaration on maritime security and prosperity. Looking at MDA Space as a whole, those shares are up by over 20% so far this year. Almost the entirety of the gains had been made in June as Canada announced increased defense spending, which MDA Space, as a satellite company, has been able to benefit from, Morella.
Okay, let's also talk about gold stocks. We just saw 3 gold stocks on the move, the highest on the TSX today. You've been watching some of them. What's going on?
Yeah, I was looking at Torex, which had been on top of the list before Lundin took it over. They're kind of fighting for the top spot, but they all jumped by quite a bit today. So Torex Gold jumped by over 5% at its highest point, making it one of the top performers on the TSX. Torex, Lundin, you name it, they're all rising for the same reason. They're rising because gold prices gained earlier today, or today in general, after 2 straight weekly declines. And the reason why gold prices are being supported here is because there's a weaker U.S. dollar, and the U.S. Senate continues its negotiations with U.S. President Donald Trump's $4.5 trillion tax bill. So gold is still on track to end the month relatively flattish, but these price gains are giving some boost to gold miners. So alongside Torex, alongside Lundin, we're seeing some other TSX-listed precious metals names on the move today, including NGX Minerals and Kinross Gold and a few others, Morella. So it really is the day where gold is rebounding a little bit.
Got it. Bloomberg Stephanie Hughes with an update on the TSX and what has been moving. Thanks for that.
Thanks.